In a very significant development, India has started the sea trials of its first indigenously built aircraft carrier today, that will be commissioned as INS Vikrant in August 2022. After the completion of flight trials of MiG-29K fighters, MH-60 anti-submarine helicopters and the indigenous advanced light helicopters, the 40,000-ton carrier will be fully operational by mid-2023. The Indian Navy also wants 36 new carrier-borne fighter jets to meet the shortfall in the number of aircraft required for both INS Vikramaditya and INS Vikrant, for which the French Rafale M aircraft and American F-18 Super Hornet Block 3 are competing. The Ministry of Defence had launched a program to locally purchase 3.6 lakh units of 5.56 by 45 mm carbines from joint ventures between domestic vendors and overseas original equipment manufacturers. The Indian Army had also facilitated a firing demonstration in recent months for at least 4 carbine manufacturers, which includes Ordnance Factory Board, the Taurus T4 carbine of the Brazilian firm Taurus Armors, which has a collaborative agreement with Jindal Defense for local production, and the Galil ACE-21 carbine of Israel Weapon Industries, which has an operational joint venture production facility with Adani PLR Systems, and the fourth carbine is the KSAR 556 of the Turkish firm Sarsil Maj. Hindustan Aeronautics has announced that the indigenous basic trainer aircraft HTT-40 has completed the spin certification flight testing. The aircraft has already demonstrated 10-turn spins, and is now ready for operational clearance. Hindustan Aeronautics has already received a request for proposal from the Indian Air Force for 70 units of HTT-40 trainers with the provision for 38 more units, and the production will take place at 2 manufacturing units at Nashik and Bangalore. The Qatari Air Force has rejected Pakistani media reports that the F-16 had outperformed the Rafale fighter jets in the recent Anatolian exercise in Turkey. Qatar has stated that the Rafale fighter jets achieved a great kill ratio against the Turkish F-16 fighters, and the Pakistan Air Force had also formally requested to not reveal the results in public, as it might result in a major embarrassment to Pakistan. The Indian Army is moving to modify the AK-47 rifles in its inventory, with mounted night sights, holographic sights, flashlight and laser beam, for early engagement of targets and increase operational efficiency. The Army has released the General Staff qualitative requirements for the AK-47 Modification Kit, that includes rubberized foregrip, polymer rail system, extendable buttstock with integrated cheek rest, polymer transparent magazine with 30 rounds capacity, and a number of other modifications. The Indian Army Chief has said that the defense procurement process has unfortunately not kept pace with the requirements of time, and has left the armed forces lagging behind in terms of modernization, and a revolution in bureaucratic affairs is needed for real transformation to take place. He also said that the overbearing nature of the rules and regulations have crept into the acquisition process, and there is a need to remove the concept of the L1 lowest bidder vendor completely. The Minister of State for Defence has said that during the last 5 financial years from 2016 to 2020 and the current financial year 2021, a total of 264 contracts have been signed for capital procurement of defence equipment for the armed forces, and out of these 159 contracts were signed with Indian vendors. The minister also said that out of the total allocation of 1.11 lakh crore rupees for capital acquisition for the current financial year, 71,438 crore rupees has been allocated for capital procurement from domestic companies.
Omar dropped it.